Welcome back to my channel Kuluru Vineeth. So I'll be continuing the arrays playlist. So today's question is finding the longest consecutive sequence present in the given input array. Okay, so let's take an example and understand what this question is all about. Okay, so here is what the given input array looks like. Example 100, 4, 200, 1, 3, 2. So with this given input array, our output should be the length of the longest consecutive sequence. Here the output would be 4. Since here the longest consecutive sequence in the given input array is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Now the question is understood, right? And it's clear. So now thinking about the intuitional approach for this question is what I could say is I will first sort the array and use two loops so that I can compare every element with every other element present in the array. Okay, so let me write down that approach. Approach 1, using two loops and sorting. Okay, so let me name this as approach 1, and it would be input parameter will be integers array and return type would be the length of the longest consecutive sequence, that is of type integer. Okay, so now what we will do is I will do is iterate through. I said I will sort as well, and also let me take one variable as longest, initially make that as 1, and also sort the array. Okay, and here now I will take two loops. Okay, here what I'll do is I will take two loops, and here I will check until while j is less than num dot size and nums of j is equals to nums of j minus 1 plus 1, I will, and again I will take here the length as 0, and here I will increment the length as well as j. Okay, and here I will store value as max of longest and length. Okay, so this should, one second, well, what we'll do is we'll not even take this loop. I will just strike this off. What I'll do is I'll initialize j variable and take here while loop. If now I'll check, and now I'll check if this nums of j is equals to nums of j minus 1 plus 1, I will increment the length as well as the jth index, and here I'll store the longest length into the longest variable, that is max of longest comma length, and at the end what we'll get is the length of the longest consecutive sequence. Fine. So now coming down to time and space complexity. For this approach, time complexity is order of n square. Here for sorting it would take n log n, and here we are using two loops. At max this can take of length n minus 1, and this will run till n, so it will be order of n square. Okay, and now I'm coming down to the space complexity. it is constant space because we are just using temporary variables. So this is the and here I should return longest value. Okay, yeah. So this is the approach one for finding the longest consecutive sequence in the given input array. Well, is there any other approach apart from this? There is. What I could do is I will use a set and then achieve the same solution as we have done in the approach one. Okay, so let me write down that approach as approach to using set and name this as approach to, and input parameter remains same and output remains same. Here I will take set. Okay, and first I will convert this and store here and take one longest variable. And now what I will do is for num in nums, if num minus 1 is not in set, this is where I will take variable length equals to 1 and current equals to num, and check while current plus 1 is present in set, we will keep on incrementing the length as well as the current value. Okay, and here we will store longest consecutive sequence value into longest variable, right? And at the end this longest will have the longest consecutive sequence number. Fine. So this is the approach to. Here simple, what we do is like, since we are just using a set here, just same as the above approach one, but here we are using set and achieving the same solution. So this is the approach 2. Now coming down to this time and space complexity, time would be order of n, because here you see, here we are checking if there is no previous element, only we are going into the set. At max it would be the constant of kind of k times which we would run this. So neglecting that, the time complexity would be order of n and space complexity would be order of n, since I'm using set to store the array elements. Okay, so this is the approach 2. Fine. So these are the two approaches to solve this question. So let's execute these two approaches and compare what the output looks like. So let me write the main function and initialize the object of above class I have created, and straight away write two println statements to see the output of approach 1 and approach 2. Okay, so let me take the same example which I have shown earlier, this one. So do it like this and do the same for approach 2. And let's execute and see what this output looks like. One second, I think I did. Approach 1 gave us 3, approach 2 gave us 4. Here approach 2 answer is correct because 1 2 3 4 should, that's length is 4, but approach 1 gave us 3. So let's see where we went wrong. think I should have initialized this to 1, I guess. So now let me execute, because always there will be one element. Yeah, I forgot to initialize the length here to the 1 instead of I assigned that it as a 0. So now both approach 1 and approach 2 are giving the right answer. So these are the two approaches for this question, and this is it for this video. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keep supporting me and keep supporting this channel. There will be a lot more exciting content coming up your way. Thank you.